Okay, so this is the second video I have posted today. I'm getting messages from people about the one that I posted and then just removed. I'm not going to remove it permanently because I made this channel to document my travels and everything that happens, whether it's happy or embarrassing or scary, whatever the case may be, just because I watch enough videos of, you know, just different people traveling, and sometimes I feel like I see the same types of videos, like, you know, it's the same thing, everything's happy, everyone's enjoying their time, and I feel like I'm not seeing the entire picture. You know, I want to see the good with the bad, and it helps to be informed that way, and so I wanted my channel to kind of be like that. Not only the good, awesome stuff, oh guys, I'm in Germany, it's awesome, but also for me, I filmed everything that had gone on. I filmed the story like right after it happened, not even 20 minutes after, and that's how I like to film things, just to keep it like fresh in my memory and just give kind of like my unfiltered reaction to whatever it might be. By the time the video had uploaded, which it took like 3 or 4 hours, and it went live, like things like set in, like the severity of the situation that I was in, it kind of like hit all at once. I think before I was still like, I don't know, it hadn't sunk in. I was still in shock. So now that I'm thinking about it and it's hours later, I would have thought that I would feel better about it, but I feel even worse. Like, so much so I've just stayed in bed all day. Like, I'm just taking this day just to chill. Yeah, I feel like shit. It was a really scary thing. I think it's pretty much every citizen in any country, any person, whether you're a foreigner visiting or if you live there, I feel like it's just every person's worst nightmare to have a police altercation with people you don't know. They think that you did something, or you know, or to be accused of something that you didn't do. Everyone's scared of that. No one wants to deal with police or go to jail, especially if they feel like they're innocent. I think that's scary for anyone, and so to have that happen and then there be a language barrier, as well as being somewhere where who is going to save me? Like, who is going to come bail me out of jail? You know, just, you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, it kind of set in, and I guess I'm not completely ready to post that story on the internet, because honestly, I can't believe it. I thought talking about it would help me kind of digest it more, and then of course we're opening up the conversation because this is another day that, you know, I'm experiencing here in Germany, and this is what this channel is about, but I'm not ready for that conversation, apparently, as I thought I was. So I'm just going to post it maybe a few days from now, once I've kind of calmed down. I don't know, but yeah, I don't believe it myself. And if someone were to show me that video or tell me the story of this chick visiting a foreign country and she's just in the street and police are called and there's yelling and screaming and she says she didn't do anything, like, I wouldn't believe it. I would be like, no, that person must have been doing something. They're probably acting suspicious. Some crime probably was done. So yeah, and that's just me. And so to post that on the internet, it's just like, do you really want to open this conversation up right now, when you're so like freaked out? And no, the answer is no. I'm not ready to have this conversation. So yeah, that's that. It's a little too freaking personal. I can't even see how it could possibly help someone else at this point. It's such just a weird situation. So weird. So I'm going to post a video on my travel to Duisburg. I went there over the weekend and I saw Tiger something mountain. I'm so terrible with names, guys. I do this every time we're talking. It was something just insane. Tiger, turtle, mountain, ridiculous name. Duisburg is one of those cities that used to be very industrialized, and then they all closed and it pretty much left all of the people jobless, and so there's a lot of poverty there. And of course I'm getting this told to me from other people who don't live there but live close to there, but I guess most people think of it as the poorest place in Germany. But there are some pretty cool artistic, like, I don't know what you want to call it. It's not like a museum, but it is a massive piece of art that you can visit. Anyways, it was cool. That's what I'm trying to get at. It was pretty cool. There's actually people like having a little photo shoot in front of it. It totally looks like a roller coaster. I legit thought it would be a roller coaster, but it's not. I was also told that, I think it was when they were rebuilding after the war, a lot of migrants from other countries came. Turkey was one of them, and so a lot of people who lived there were Turkish, and that there's actually one whole street that is dedicated to Turkish bridal gowns. And so it's just an entire street of shops with Turkish gowns, wedding gowns. And I've never heard of like a Turkish wedding, so to me that's something that I will have to Google, but it was explained to me that Turkish weddings are very large, very elaborate, and the gowns are like Cinderella gowns. So sadly, I did not go down that street. I wanted to so bad. The day I actually went, there is a marathon going on, and so many people were out running this marathon. It was pretty cool. So there is, you know, tons of roads blocked off and traffic, but it was still pretty cool. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's that. We will talk about my little altercation that happened in town. Maybe tomorrow or the next day or something like that. It's too real right now. I'm too freaked out about it. Definitely have some anxiety. I try not to act weird here, but I've mentioned to you guys before, sometimes going out I get a little nervous, just because I don't know. I think one time I joked about the scary Germans, but mostly it's just my language restrictions, and that has me feeling so weird, and the feeling that I think this is a false feeling, but the feeling that people are watching you, but no one's really watching you. Does that make sense? I don't know. It kind of adds to the anxiety, but in this case I didn't feel like people were watching me, but people really were watching me, and then the altercation happened, and then everyone for sure was watching me. I feel like my anxiety surrounding just going out and the feeling of people noticing me is probably going to be really intensified. So if I thought that my thoughts were silly and just like, ugh, no one's watching you before, now it's really going to be bad. So today is such a crappy day. Like, I wish I just, why did I go out this morning? Why did I go out this morning? I don't know. So many regrets, and I've talked about it in another video, one that I have not posted yet. I'm so sorry. We're having all these conversations and then I haven't ever posted the video, so you guys don't know, but it was just about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I was referring to back in the States, and I didn't have a story to go with it because I had been lucky enough to never be in the wrong place at the right time. But I was just saying that you have to be careful when going out because things can escalate very, very quickly, and you could just be by people who are doing illegal or scary things, and then you don't want to be wrapped up in that. Pretty much that was the gist of the entire story. And then here I am here at the wrong place, the wrong time, and I don't know. For those people who had seen the video before, I made it private. It's just like, at that time, like no one reacts that way or calls the police for no reason. I mean, that's just not logical. Okay? So something had to have happened. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was a break-in, if something was stolen. So, but that doesn't just happen out of nowhere. It was kind of intense, okay? So it was too intense to just be an accident, let's just put it that way. So I think that's what made the situation worse, is just that it wasn't just me being like, oh, I've done nothing wrong, but it's me wondering what has gone wrong, and oh crap, I'm in the wrong place apparently because something has happened. Because just I wish I would have recorded it, but that isn't my first thought. If anything goes wrong, usually my first thought isn't to record it. But I wish I would have, because then I could have listened to it now and translated, you know, what was going on, replayed it a few times. Or even posted it and someone could translate it for me. But maybe tomorrow or later this week we'll finally figure it out. But something had to have happened. That was too extreme of a reaction, you know, at 10 a.m. in the morning, for nothing to have happened. And I don't want to pull the it's because I'm black card. Okay, because I really have no freaking idea. So I'm just going to stick by that something had happened and I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So I have no idea what is, but that's just my faith in humanity.